Every time I tried to ask for something reasonable, he found a way to make my asking the problem, and I believed him for so long that I stopped knowing what normal felt like. It wasn't until I read 2 years of my own journal back to myself that I finally understood what I had been living inside. He said I was too emotional for the 100th time, and something in me went quiet. Not defeated quiet, a different kind, like a switch flipping off. I had been writing in my journal for 2 years by then, not processing, just recording. I never read it back. I kept filling pages and closing the book over and over like that was enough. What I was recording was a pattern I couldn't yet see. Every time I set a limit on something, about the late nights, the passwords, the missed calls, he would look at me with that exhausted expression and say I was making things difficult. That I was hard to love when I acted like this. That most women wouldn't be like this about something so small. I spent so much energy trying to prove I wasn't difficult that I forgot what I had been trying to ask for. I found out about the other life by accident, a name and a notification on a tablet I wasn't supposed to use. A name that led somewhere, and then somewhere else, and then somewhere I couldn't come back from. The therapy session was his idea. He sat in that chair and described me so carefully, my outbursts, my jealousy, my history of making something out of nothing. The therapist nodded. I watched her nodding and I thought, he came in here prepared. I went home and I read the journal, all of it, from the beginning. 2 years of entries, 2 years of the same scenes with different details. Me asking, him reframing, me trying, him telling me I was too much. I called my sister that night. She didn't say I told you so, she just said, do you want me to come? I said yes. The fallout was loud for a while. His family had a version of me they preferred. Some friends had already decided. I had the journal, and I had the truth, and I had exactly zero interest in performing my innocence for people who had already made up their minds. I stopped explaining myself. That might sound like giving up, it isn't. It's understanding the difference between people who are asking because they want to know, and people who are asking so you'll exhaust yourself trying to convince them. I know the difference now. And that quiet that came over me when he called me too emotional for the 100th time, it never left. It turned out to be the beginning of something.